Does it ever seem like some women always get what they want? They get the promotion, they have the best relationship, they have the lifestyle, the experiences. Well, this video, we're gonna go over 7 things that'll help you get what you want. Welcome to Modern Matriarch. This is where we live with intention. We truly love the people in our lives, but we also want to go for what we love as well. And we want to help them, and we also want to enjoy life. So let's get started with this topic and see what we can figure out. So the first thing to getting what you want in life, to be one of those people that you look on who always seem to get what they want, the first thing you need to do is decide what you want. I'm not talking wishes. Most people have wishes, they have dreams, they have hopes, but they never truly decide what they want. And it takes some effort to really think about what you want. At one point in my life, I made the decision I was going to make 6 figures. Not a hope, not an if I'm lucky, not someday. It was, I'm going to make 6 figures. Once you make that decision, things change. So what do you actually want? What do you want? What did you decide that you want in your life? If you don't decide, you can't plan, you can't go after it. So tell me, what do you want? Make that decision. The second thing that women do who get what they want, they don't wait for permission. They take action. They move, they do something. They don't wait until they're confident enough to do it. They don't wait for someone to tell them how to do it. They go after it. They go for what they want. They might not know exactly how to do it, but they're taking action. The reason why I was so successful in business is because I took initiative. I didn't wait for someone to tell me how to do it. I did it. I figured it out. And I moved forward. I took action. I took the bulls by the horn. That's how you move towards what you want. The third thing you need to do to get what you want is you gotta speak up for yourself. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Nobody can read your mind. Your friends can't read your mind. Your family can't read your mind. Your spouse can't read your mind. And you know what? People at work can't read your minds either. So we gotta speak up for ourselves. You shouldn't feel bad about telling people what you want. I'll tell you, at work, the only reason I got promotions and the reasons why I got the raises was because I asked for them. Everybody was like, wow, she's moving up again. She's doing this, she's doing that. It's because I didn't sit quietly by and let somebody else get that promotion. I spoke up for myself. I told them I wanted it, but not only that, I told them why I deserved it. I spoke up for myself. I advocated for myself. If you want something, you need to ask for it, and you need to go for it, and you need to prove yourself. Because honestly, if you haven't shown your proof and you can't show them why you deserve that promotion, why should they give it to you? So always go a step above what your job title really is. Take that extra step, say yes to things, and go for it. But ask, because if you don't ask, there's a good chance you are not going to get it. So don't be shy. Advocate for yourself. The fourth thing that people do that get what they want, they don't look for the easy way out. They don't look for comfort. They look for growth. And in that growth, they look for the future. So what do I mean by this? A good example would be when I decided, remember, you have to decide. When I decided that I was going to make 6 figures, when I looked for a position, I didn't look for any position. I didn't look for the job that had the best salary to start with. That would have been comfortable. I didn't look for the easiest thing for a job to do, like sitting as a receptionist. I'm not against sitting as a receptionist, but I wasn't looking for easy. If that same job would have had growth behind it, it would have been considered. So I had 2 positions offered to me. Well, I had a couple positions offered to me, but the 2 that I was considering, one was a management position. It was in a nonprofit organization. It was something I really would have enjoyed doing. I could see myself being very good at that position, a very comfortable position, a very comfortable environment. But I didn't see a lot of growth. I didn't see how that position was going to get me to the goal that I decided on, which was 6 figures. The other position was a sales position. It was a position that was in manufacturing. It wasn't as comfortable or a luxurious environment, I should say, but it showed a lot of promise. It showed ability for growth. I could see myself eventually making 6 figures there. And you know what? I didn't go with the comfortable. I didn't go with the easy road. I went where I saw growth. And it wasn't always comfortable, and it wasn't always easy. But guess what? I hit that goal. So I would say don't always look for comfort, look for growth. And while doing that, make sure you're looking at the future, not just today. The 5th thing to get what you want in life, you got to take action. You got to move. You got to get there. And honestly, sometimes you're not going to feel ready when you start. It's pretty common not to feel ready when you start. But if you don't take action, you don't get better at it. So don't wait until you feel confident enough to start. Start so you can build that confidence. I'll tell you, starting this YouTube channel, it takes a lot of guts, let me tell you. You don't always feel confident. You don't always feel ready. But if I don't start making videos, you're never going to get better at it. So here we are. We're making YouTube videos. So get moving. Be active. Don't wait until you're ready. Just take action. All right, we're getting towards the end here. We're on number 6. Number 6 is we need to keep investing in ourselves. And honestly, this is something that a lot of us forget to do. We invest in our children, our homes, our jobs, our spouses. We need to make sure we're investing in ourselves. And that means time for ourselves, maybe to read a book, take care of our health, maybe just enjoy a relaxing afternoon, maybe to get some exercise, or maybe it's to learn a new skill, take a class. But you know what? One of the biggest and best investments that you can make is investing in yourself, whether it's something that you love or something you enjoy, or something that you better yourself for another opportunity. But we never should stop making time for ourselves, and we should never, ever stop learning. I don't care how old you are. You are still the best investment that you can make. Number 7, and the final thing that we're going to talk about for going after what you want, being the person who gets what they want, is they don't put life on hold. They don't wait around. You know, if you're waiting for retirement or for responsibilities to get a little lighter or not so many things to do or money to be a better situation, you're going to be waiting quite a long time and you may never take action. And honestly, if you don't take action, you're not going to get what you want. And there's so many exciting things to do and go after that don't shortchange yourself. Go after what you want, get what you want, and take action. And I think that's a really good closing for this video is women who get what they want, they decide what they want. They go after what they want, whether they're comfortable or not. They don't wait around and they take action. Honestly, most of the women who get what they want are not the smartest people in the room. They're the ones who take action, aren't shy, ask for it, and go after it. They decided what they wanted and they do it. So I'm going to go back to question 1. What do you want? What do you want in life? What's going to make you happy? What's going to make your life better? Make a decision, then watch the video again and go over these 7 things and go after what you want. In the meantime, I appreciate you watching. If you watched this long, I'm hoping you got something out of it. If you did, put some comments down below. It helps me out. Tell me what you enjoyed about the video, what you found useful. Give us other tips that you may have. And in the meantime, have a great day and go after what you want. Bye.